Welcome to our series on HTML. In this series, I will take you through everything you need in order to build a website's front end, which will look great on all kinds of devices. I will also teach you all the concepts from absolute basics since some of you watching this video may be complete beginner. You will learn everything from scratch. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is a language that defines the structure of content on the web page. HTML underwent many changes since it was developed during the initial rise of the Internet and was standardized as HTML5 in 2008, which is the version we will be learning about in this series. Modern HTML contains tags to handle a variety of different media like videos, audio, link, even canvas to draw custom graphic, etc. The typical HTML element start with an opening and closing tag. So I'll give you an example for that. So this is how a typical opening and closing tag looks like. A opening tag looks like this first one, and the closing tag is similar to a opening tag but has a forward slash in it. In the middle, we have content, which might be text or additional HTML element, also called children. The opening tag may have one or more attributes. They are associated with them, which are key value pair that can help in customizing the appearance or behavior of the element. So to create a web page, always start with index.html. This file contains a hierarchy of nodes based on the document object model, also called as DOM. A web page starts with a HTML tag and has two children. One is the body and one is head. Head. The next one is body. Giving indentation here to make it more readable. The, the hierarchical node goes as follows. The root element is HTML tag, inside which we have two children. One is the head and another one is the body. So the head contains a title and body contains every other attribute that are shown in the website, like anchor tag, headings, etc. The head contains the things that are not directly shown in a web page, like a title or the meta tag to give the page a description. HTML also provides anchor tag that creates a link to the web page that you want to navigate to when clicked. HTML also provides structural tags like division, div, which are often used to group elements together when they can be styled represent a complex UI element. We can run HTML files by copying the full file path of the HTML file and paste it into any web browser. To write a HTML code, you need a code editor. You can also write HTML code in a simple notepad, but the code editor makes our work much easier. I will be using Visual Studio Code. In fact, Visual Studio Code is one of the most popular code editor for web development. To run the code, you will need a web browser. Any web browser will do fine, but I will be using Chrome as my web browser. It lets us view websites that we create. The best way to learn HTML is to jump right in and give it a try. So keep your code editors ready. Now let's create our first HTML file and view it as a web page. But before that, you should install a plugin. Go to extension and search for open in browser. You will see an plugin like this. I have already installed this. Now it's time for you to install the same. This will help us to run a HTML file directly from VS Code. I named the first website as firstwebsite.html, and always remember you have to add .html extension because that will let the computer know that this is a HTML file. So first let's add a title. the body, we add the elements that are directly displayed on the website, but the elements in the head are not directly displayed on the website. So this is the anchor tag, and anchor tag has an attribute href, which we have to give the link to which you have to redirect your user to. So I already have my YouTube's link here. Let me copy this. So whatever you give between the opening anchor tag and the closing anchor tag will act as the hyperlink to your URL. So I will add an image as my hyperlink. Also have my source path for my image. I also have my path for my image. This is my path. So Control C and add it here. So this path is not dynamic. If you want everyone in the internet to see your image, you cannot give path like this. You have to give a dynamic path. We will learn about this when we learn about image tags. But for now, I'm giving this as my path for the image and alternative text. So the alternative text ALT is rendered when the source cannot be fetched. So this will make our first. Let's add a heading here. H stands for heading and 1 is the size of the font. You can also customize your size using numbers from 1 to 8. So I'll give. So let's save this file. What you have to do to run this file is right click on the page and press open in other browsers and press on Google Chrome. So now we have our very first website. So whatever the title we gave inside the head tag will be displayed here, supporting tech, and the image here, and the heading with font size 1 is here. Click on the image to visit our YouTube channel. So this is a hyperlink to our YouTube channel. When you click on this image, it will redirect you to whatever the link that you gave inside the href tag, the anchor tag. So this is for now. Do like and subscribe to Supporting Tech. We also have videos on Python. Check out those videos also.